Hi, I'm Dante, and my uncle Tsukishima convinced me to make this video. Welcome back to Peroxide, a Roblox RPG game based off Bleach. Man, I sure do love that episode where Ichigo had to fight a washed up grade 9 fixer to obtain his Fulbrer powers. Today, I'll be finishing what Tankfish started and covering the Fulbrer Progression, which is basically just playing against the Romans, as well as other stuff that was added after Tankfish made his videos, such as Hakura. In order to become a Fullbringer, you have to activate your Afterlife GPS and head to X, formerly known as Twitter. Luckily, the Fullbringers, like the Romans, don't care if you're a man, woman, child, or dead! They will treat you the same and enslave you to do their biddings under the guise of getting a reward. In this case, it's a best friend. Fulbrer Progression is somehow even more straightforward than Quincy Progression. At level 15, you wait till nighttime and go off to the graveyard. After that, you talk to this woman and you can get a phone that can teleport you to their secret hideout. Man, it's some Terraria bullshit. After that, you talk to the woman again and begin the quest on getting your Fulbring. First, you're gonna do these 3 tasks in a random order. These tasks include brutally murdering someone, brutally murdering hollows, and brutally murdering hollows, but longer. What the hell? I left you alone for like 1 second. What the fuck? After that, you're placed into that one Overwatch workshop map and forced to fight this woman. At first, you're probably like, wow, this shit's easy. I can beat her up in like 2 combos. This is meant to be my Fulbring quest? However, more will begin to spawn, and it won't be long until you suddenly become Heian Era Sukuna as you get jumped by like 5 different shadow clones. Once you obtain your Fulbring, you have to grind to level 80 and accumulate 420 points in order to begin your Twin Souls boss, just like every other progression. Now, if you're an uninformed dumbass like me, you're probably thinking, I'll just max out my vigor and strength and 2-tap the boss, just like every other awakening boss. However, once you get to the boss fight, you'll realize that this boss is special. Because this boss has reverse scaling. That means if you have maxed out vigor, the boss will have maxed out strength. And if you have maxed out strength, the boss will have maxed out vigor. Which means for once, you can't just cheese the boss, you actually have to parry, block, dodge his attacks like a real gamer. Once you beat the boss, he will do a lobotomy Kaisen and you'll unlock Twin Souls, which basically works the same as manifesting ego. Did I forget you have to refight the boss like 20 more times to fully master it? Yeah, have fun. Fullbrings in this game are just a bunch of random specs the devs probably wanted to give to other races, but sadly they couldn't fit it in, starting with String. This Fullbring is just like Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals. You press your grab move to web sling over some poor schmuck and begin mashing every button in your hotbar to combo the shit out of them. Midas. Become John Ultrakill and begin vomiting out coins. Clock. How ironic, the guy with a clock for a head really doesn't like the clock Fulbring. Its moves include summoning a version of yourself to beat your opponent up. Its ultimate is just straight up bad. You basically go into a pocket dimension and shoot your opponent in the future, but it does really terrible amounts of damage. Keither.
Say the line!
고통밖에 없습니다.
Oh, and by the way, for some reason the devs accidentally swapped the names of Zelkova Workshop and Old Boys Workshop. Who cares? Dimension. It's Janemba from Dragon Ball Z. In this game, he's able to extend his long hard rod, telekinetically fist people, and give them back shots. His ultimate also impales your enemy onto a couple of balls, and rains down balls from the sky. Man, I don't remember Janemba doing this shit in Dragon Balls. Amazon. This one is for the deranged players who want the enemies to catch these hands. All of its moves include beating someone so badly they'll die twice, one from injuries and one from the hospital bill. The ultimate literally has you ripping out your opponent's heart like it's Mortal Kombat.
Fatality.
Hakura is a combination of 9 different moves that you can use to beat the shit out of your opponent. In order to obtain it, you have to go to Kisuke and talk to the baddie herself, Yoruichi. After that, you have to fight her 3 times, and each time unlocks a different skill set. Skill set 1 is kinda trash, skill set 2 is golden as hell, and skill set 3 is kinda mid. The grind for Fullbringers is probably the easiest out of the 4 races. You don't have to grind the game twice, you don't have to grind for some cybernetic bullshit, and of course, you don't have to grind for no Vastorage Hagyoku bullshit. Hello? Wait, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh boy, Horn of Salvation. Where do I even begin with this? If you think the quest for Vastorage is pain, trust me, you haven't seen shit. Whoever the hell made this quest was probably snorting copious amounts of cocaine. Either that or some other new drug that I want.
Yeah!
Before you even begin, you have to get rid of Vastorage. If you already unlocked it, too bad. Either stick with the Gamer Rage or reset your save slot entirely. Step 1 is to get a pure Hagyoku, which is a 5% chance drop from the Stark raid boss. After that, you have to kill 50 players in Hueko Mundo without dying. If you're sat there thinking, oh, I could just farm it alt over and over. No! You have to kill 50 different players all without dying. Step 3 is to go into a time gate and get 5 kills. Again, without dying. If you die, you have to repeat step 2 again. Step 4 is to go to the ravine and talk to Gon from Hunter x Hunter, where he'll send you to an obby, and if you fall, you have to repeat step 2 and 3 again! Only after all this bullshit do you finally get a checkpoint. But wait, there's more! The next step is to win 5 time gates in a row. Considering these things spawn every hour of real time, this is gonna take you at least 2 hours. And God bless your soul if you live in Asia. Because either you're gonna do one every 5 hours or you're gonna have to do one with 300 ping. The last step is for you to climb up this giant tower and 1v1 Terumi from the hit game BlazBlue. And let me tell you, this guy, he's something else.
Antennae to heaven, they read you by name to the earth, ye shall for return to where you came. Titan of iron to bring and to strive, seek the truth, and behold ye continue.
The endgame for most races is pretty calm. All you have to do is get the element you want and use the proper moves. The game hasn't had a major update in almost a year, so you don't have much to do other than ranked PvP and just grinding invasions. Either that or you can make an alt and try the different progressions out. Anyways, that's all for the video. Like, subscribe, join the Discord server, and comment any other games I can cover. And with that comes the end of the Peroxide in a Nutshell trilogy.